Students, in our last class, we started maps. That means what are maps? So maps we have discussed, or we have come to know that map, that means the drawing of the earth as a whole or a part of the earth. If we draw on a paper, it is called map, and it is very easy to carry. That means if it is in a paper, then we can fold it and we can keep it in our hand or pocket, and we can take it to anywhere. So map is very useful also. Why? Because a small part of the earth also can be shown on a map. Okay, and on the map we find the location. That means if it is the map of the earth, so we can find that where the place is. That means the country or the continents, that we will come to know what are continents. So that all the things we will come to know that where this location, that means where actually it is. So all the details are shown on map, but on the globe it is not possible to show. A book of map, that means like your book, a book is there where many maps are there. That means a district's map, a state's map, a country map or world map, and many types of maps are there. You will come to know in your next classes. So these all the maps a book is compiled. That book, the name of that book is Atlas. It is called Atlas. So here we find all the maps. It is a book like your book only. So all the maps are given. So there are large map also. That big maps are like calendar. That map also is there, and that large maps can be hanged on the wall. So that map, it is little difficult to carry, but the small maps we can carry with us, and these are called wall maps. These are called wall maps because it is hanging on the wall. That is why it is called wall maps. And nowadays we can find the map on the internet also. That means on mobile, then laptop. So here also if we search on the internet, we will find the maps. So this was about globes and maps. I think all of you have understood. Now what are the differences between globes and maps? Let us come to know. Globe, it is the exact model of the earth, and it is round in shape. That is the shape of the globe. That means it is round in shape, and it is the exact model how the earth looks, same it is. And the drawing, that means the map, it is the drawing only. It is the drawing of the earth or a part of the earth. That means a small part also it is drawn. It is called map, and it is on a flat surface, that means on a paper. This is one difference. Another is globes have very little details. That we have come to know that globes have very less details. That means only continents, that means the land areas and the water bodies we can find on globes. And on map, small details of any part of the earth can be shown. That means small details also we can find in the map. Then globes are big and difficult to carry. So globe, as it is round in shape, it is difficult to carry and it is big also. And maps can be easily folded as it is on a paper. So we can fold it and we can take it to anywhere. So these are the differences between globes and maps. Now let us discuss about land and water. So here we will come to know about the continents and oceans. So land means we know that where we stand, where we work, where we run. So this is the land. And water, we know that where water is found, it is the water bodies. So when the earth is viewed, that means when the earth is seen from the outer space, that means out of the earth, when it is seen, we can only see land and water. That means what? We can see only land and water. Okay, and the land is visible in green and brown color, and the land if we see from the space, then it looked what color? Green and brown color. Green part, that is, it is the forest, or you can say the trees, plants, these all are green color. And brown color, that means it is the land, the hard thing which we find on the land, it is the brown color. So green and brown color land, it is seen, and the water is visible in blue color. That we know that if we see the water, it is in blue color only. Now, continent. The water continents, a large land masses. Large land masses, that means a large area of land. A large area of land which appears to be surrounded by water. This land, out of this land, we find only water. Okay. So here the land is, and outside we are finding water, that means surrounded by water. It is called continent. Understood? This is called continent. That means a large area of land. It is called continent. And there are 7 continents in the world. 7 large land masses are there, and they are surrounded by water. And there are 7 continents. These are Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, Europe, and Australia. These are the 7 continents we find on Earth. And the continents are further divided into countries. That means in these continents we find countries. That means it is divided into countries like that. So suppose these are the countries. So these are divided into countries. Suppose here one country. Suppose here it is one country. So these are the countries. That means the large land masses are divided into various countries. And our country, India, is a part of Asia. So the continent where we live, it is called Asia. And in Asia, India is also there. In that continent, India is also there. And Asia is the largest continent in the world. So in the world, if we see, Asia is the largest continent, while Australia is the smallest. So the largest is Asia and the smallest is Australia. Now oceans. Oceans, most of you have seen oceans or seas. What are oceans? These are very large water bodies. That means from one side to another side we cannot see. That is the ocean. That means the large water bodies, we can say. These are oceans. And there are 5 major oceans in the world. So in the world we find major oceans, that means the large oceans we find. These are Pacific, Atlantic, Arctic, Southern and Indian Oceans. These are the 5 oceans we find, and Pacific Ocean is the largest ocean. So among these 5 oceans, Pacific Ocean is the largest, that means it is the largest one, and Arctic Ocean is the smallest one. So these are the oceans we find, 5 oceans in the world we find, and how many continents? 7 continents are there. And in these 7 continents we find many countries are also there. Now the direction, if we want to go to one place to another place, how we can go? So we need directions to locate places on the earth. So on the earth, if we want to know where the place is, then how we will come to know in which way we have to go? So we can find direction with the help of a compass. So it is called compass. It is called compass, and here we find like clock only we find. So this is like a clock's hand. These hands are pointing to north, that means north and south side it shows. And if we know the north and south, then east and west also we can understand. So with the help of compass we can find directions, which way we have to go. There are 4 main directions. These are, as I told you, north, south, east and west. So with the help of compass we can find directions. So students, these are all about our 3rd chapter, our world, our home. I think all of you are clear about this chapter. Then also, if you have any doubt, you can ask in our Zoom class. When Zoom class will be there, that time you can ask if you have any doubt. So let us conclude here. Thank you.